some chicken?
We have food at home.
We have nail polish at home too, but
Keep it real. So for real. You really gotta want that. Sign up for Church's Real Rewards and get free chicken. That's real rewards. Then save real coin, real fast with points on every purchase. For real.
Hi. I can't make it look better. I don't know why. It's all, I don't know. I don't know why it's all at one side. It's literally 7. It's not that early to me. That's the best I can do. Get away from me. Don't start that. Get away. No, I don't. I hate you. Get away. Shit is simple. But people make this shit hard. So I was doing some research, and all of these things go together. But it's like I'm trying to figure out, like, cause okay, this what I figured out. I know that psychic abilities, right? Psychic abilities. Cause I'm trying to tell y'all like my correlation. Psychic abilities have the same symptoms as mental illness, right? So at one point, it's a circle. You go from this point to this point, right? So at one point, this was a circle, right? Now, hold on now. Now I did more research without psychic abilities, and now we're making the third connection, right? So we're jumping from point A to point B. Now we're at point C. The correlation between mental illness symptoms, and hear me out, people on the spectrum. Now, then we move on to the fourth point, but I don't know if this is big enough to make a fourth point. So, boom, do you get it? You got psychic abilities to mental ability, to mental illness, to autistics, to the spectrum, and then now to babies. Like, I feel like the fourth point is the baby. Like, it's babies, because if you think about it, and all of this is neurodivergent. Like, so these is categories under neurodivergent. I did not learn that. I did not learn that on the internet. I'm just putting it into a category about what neurodivergent is. So if autistic people are like babies, and babies is the fourth point, because you got to understand, babies don't. So this is all the circle. The circle is complete. It's 4 points. But it's really not a circle, it's a square. But that would actually make sense, because if all of these people are neurodivergent, it wouldn't be a circle. It wouldn't be a circle, it would be a square, because neurodivergent is thinking differently. So it will be reversed. So, and it can't be a triangle because a triangle only has 3 points. So it would be a square, a box. So then it goes baby, psychic, mental illness, spectrum, back to baby. And I was trying to explain why the baby, point D, can go back to point B, because autistic people have childlike behavior. They're babies. And they grow at a slower rate, if you think about it. So really, you should be strengthening the mind of people on the spectrum. There is an inner point to this, which is, okay, there is an inner point to all of this, which is dissociation, coldness, detachment, and psychopathy in the middle point. Because, again, it's the 4 points. Point B, which is mental illness. Some mental illnesses cause coldness or the lack of emotion. Also, with point B, mental illness, the medications such as antidepressants or antipsychotics weaken the ability to relate emotionally. And also, people on the spectrum, which I did not know, they have the inability to relate, causing a disconnection. But now, that is the difference between psychic abilities. But it's actually the same, because a lot of people with psychic abilities, it's hard for them to relate to others as well, because other people don't understand their gifts. So all of this is a square with a few points in the middle. But all of this is under neurodivergent. And also, it proves that it is under neurodivergent, because I know that people with a neurological disorder in your head, those people, their brain is wired differently. That's why they have to take those medications to balance out the chemical imbalance in their mind. So in the end, all of these people are the same. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Now, there is some differences though, because people on the spectrum have impeccable memory, whereas a mental illness may cause you to lose your memory. The only one that I can really keep like that. Who knows? Not me. Today shall be amazing. I gotta find a crab shack that I want to go to. I'm so mad that my ID is expired because it's like so nerve-wracking. I just may not even order a drink. I'm trying to think if the drinks are even strong. They're not that strong. I don't know who has like the strongest drinks. Boomer Jacks. I would say Boomer Jacks. They don't have Boomer Jacks here, but Boomer Jacks. Or maybe Razoo's. Razoo's, their drinks are pretty strong. They don't have a Razoo's. All these are in Texas. I haven't had a Chili's drink, so I don't know about at Chili's because I just never asked. I had a drink at TGI Fridays, but it was so it was nasty. It was just not conducive. And of course, if you go to like a daiquiri spot, I mean, I could choose. It could be between this daiquiri place and Crab Shack, but I kind of want to go to the Crab Shack or Olive Garden because no, I said I was gonna cook some pasta on Sunday, so no, I'm just gonna save it. No pasta today. Maybe I could try to go to Pseudo's today because last time they was tripping, but I'll see. But I'm not waiting until 3 o'clock to eat. Like, no. I'm just going to the Crab Shack. Did I even pick up the lighter? I'm taking 100, but I'm planning to only spend like 50. I do want some wings too, but yesterday I got a whole bunch of food and I didn't even eat it, so I'm only gonna get what I can eat. I just want some, either I could do shrimp and crawfish, or I gotta get shrimp. Shrimp is just, it's a necessity. Shrimp and crab legs, or shrimp and mussels, or shrimp, mussels, and crawfish. Who knows? But I'm gonna look at the deals that they got because it's just me. Like, it's not more people, it's just me. And I'm wearing one of my purses today. I don't know which one. Probably the blue one because it go with everything. Kind of got an idea what I'm wearing. But if it's like cold outside, I can't even wear what I want to wear because I was just gonna put on some blue jean shorts and like a cute little but I gotta get my toes done, so no, I'm not wearing it. But yeah, I gotta get my toes done immediately before the summer hit for real. I'm gonna go up there probably Sunday to get my toes done. I should get them done today. It don't take long. I really don't like getting my nails done because I don't like taking that shit off. And my nails are very healthy, like very healthy. But I'm not doing all of it. But fuck all of it. Back to what I was saying about the autism thing and the neurodivergence. So I think I'm neurodivergent, to be honest with you, and I like it, and that will make sense why my spirit guides always keep telling me, thinking like you need to learn reverse psychology. You need to learn reverse psychology. And at first, I'm thinking it's to combat my enemies because they're using reverse psychology. But maybe that's because my mind is counterclockwise. You see what I'm saying? Like a regular person mind go clockwise, and if you are neurodivergent, your mind will go neuroclockwise. I mean, you know what I just said. Counterclockwise. So that's why everything need to be reversed. You see what I'm saying? But then you gotta jump down the rabbit hole with it because what do you mean? Like, what do you mean everything is reversed? That's like you basically telling me something that somebody's doing. So okay, so basically you saying somebody's doing some type of mirror effect. It's a glamour, yeah. So so you basically saying that something is a glamour. That's basically what you're saying. Something is a glamour. I'm not sure what that means though. I always hear people saying glamour magic, glamour magic. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that is. I gotta look it up because I'm not really sure what that means. Like, at all. But I mean, if we want to use our context clues, glamour does mean like beauty, doesn't it? Like glamour. I don't know what it is. Glamour magic meaning. A spell or magical workings that could change the spellcaster's appearance or the way others perceive them. Huh. Glamour is a form of magic that creates an illusion based on a projection of one's magical energy, altering the awareness of physical form in order to trigger certain emotions. That explains a lot. Perfect. Bingo was his fucking name up. I can definitely combat that. I just didn't know what it was. But now that I know what it is, this makes perfect sense. Someone's doing glamour magic on me. They're doing glamour magic. And they're sending intentions. Now that can explain a lot. I can combat it. I can combat it though. Easy. I just didn't know what it was. Hmm. Very interesting. Hmm. What is the meaning of glamorous? How do you even spell that? An attractive or exciting quality that makes certain people or things seem appealing. Beauty or charm that is sexually attractive. Interesting. It also says early Hollywood star system. Hollywood glamour. Actresses. Fashion, photography, elegance, beauty. Interesting. Well, it's wrong. It's just the wrong diagnosis. And I knew it. Hold on, let me look something up real quick. Let me look up the star system because people talk about, yeah, star seeds. But let me look up the star system. We have the binary star, we have the star, we have the sun, the exoplanet, and the Sirius. What's the sun? The sun is the star at the center of the solar system. I never knew the sun was a star. It is, and I've never knew that in my whole entire life. I swear to God. It is a, should I feel dumb? It is a massive, nearly perfect sphere of hot plasma, heated to incandescent incandescence by nuclear fusion reactions in its core, radiating the energy from its surface mainly as visible light. Now, what's a star? A star is a luminous spheroid of plasma held together by self-gravity. The nearest star to Earth is the Sun. I mean, I did grow up in Texas, but I ain't never knew that. Maybe I'm tripping. I don't think I'm tripping. I ain't never knew that shit. Many other stars are visible to the naked eye at night. Because I ain't never knew that the sun was a star. I ain't never thought, like, nobody never said that, told me that shit. I swear to God on my life. Because that would make so much sense. Like, I never knew that. Like, that would correlate to black people, all types of shit. 7:55 on the clock. I ain't never knew that in my life, bro. I swear to God on my life, bro. I could die today. I never knew that. Very weird. I ain't never knew that. A binary star system is a system of two stars that are gravitationally bound to in orbit around each other. Binary stars in the night sky that are seen as a single orbit to the naked eye are often resolved as separate. Interesting. Most star systems are organized in what is called hierarchical system. The stars in the system can be divided into two smaller groups, each of which traverses a larger orbit around the system's center of mass. So basically what you're saying, the whole world is based off of a star? But that would make sense because back in the day, they used to use the stars for navigation. So it does make sense. And maybe that's why they saying wish on a star, because the star has the most power to grant your wish. So that's really that's like manifestation, like wish on a star or wish on a shooting star, because they have the most luck. That's basically what they saying. And then everything is involved around stars. Why do you think they call them stars? I mean, life is simple. And they always say reach for the stars. That's what they say. But you would think that just means reach high, like, reach to the sky. But if you think about it, the sky is limitless. It doesn't end. Like, all I know is, but all the stars shine bright. But that may not be true. But that is true. That has to be true. It's like, I really want to say, do all stars emanate light? But like, I think they do. And if they don't, if there's some that don't, then maybe they're not a star. I don't know. But why? I feel like that's what you would think. I feel like there are stars that don't shine. Like, can't explain it. Maybe they just didn't discover them yet. Because it has to be. But why does it have to be? The moon. So if the the sun is a star, how is the moon not? Because I would say that there has to be stars that don't shine as bright, because how in the hell is it not pitch black at night, right? Because nowadays it's not many stars in the sky. But then to like cover the masses, do you get that? To like cover everybody, to make sure that it's, when it's dark outside, it's not pitch black anywhere across the world, right? That covers the whole radius of the world. It has to be a lot of stars. So with that being said, okay, the moon and the stars light up, but there are stars that you can't see. It has to be. I'm telling you, there has to be some stars, like black stars. This all sounds very metaphoric, but it's not a comparison. But it is, because in order to know that something is a star, it has to have the same qualities of the star. And then it makes you wonder, like glass, diamonds, why does it not come in black? It doesn't come in white either, but I don't know. Properties are closer. But I think all of this is connected to water. But once again, how is the moon? What is the moon? Is it a planet? I'm confused, because there's some of the shit that I don't know. What is the moon? Okay, so the moon is actually a planet. Okay, that's interesting. So that's very interesting. There's literally another planet that close to us. But why is the sun up here? The sun is up here, like, that's so weird. But the moon is a planet. So the moon is the closest planet to Earth. Okay. I don't know. Am I dumb or did I, like, am I tripping? Something's off. Maybe I never listened in science. Girl, did I not listen in science or something? I never seen the moon as like a planet. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I never seen the moon as a planet or anything. So basically, you're saying that the moon actually never goes down. It's always there, but you can't see it because the sun is so bright. But that can't be the case because then that's called an eclipse, isn't it? I don't know. This is all kind of making sense now. That's why I'm just thinking like that's why people do work with the moon. I guess I don't take life serious enough. People really worship the sun and people really worship the moon, which now I get it. Especially the moon. The moon is literally a planet, it's right there. Who knows? And the river is probably really is really that powerful because the river works with everything. The water works with everything. But I feel like out of all these magics, water has to be the most powerful because I would say it would be fire. But that's why Avatar was a water bender. But I would say it's fire, but even water, it burns out fire. But fire is destructive than a bitch. It takes hours. Like it'll take you, like if there was a huge, huge fire in the whole wide world, it probably would never end because it wouldn't be enough staff to, you know what I'm saying, water that bitch down. That's basically like the shit that happened in California. It's interesting, man. Right. Why did I never think about that though? Why has no one never thought about that though? Maybe because I was supposed to be the first one to ever think about it, 808. But I'm just wondering, like, but I mean, people are thinking about it, but they're not thinking about it. It's not even about life. It's about something else. You can't tell me I'm the first person to think about this shit. Astrology is not the planets, or is it? It's supposed to be. But astrology is the stars. Nobody thought about that. Not that star shit, but what I'm looking at right here. There gotta be some ancient shit. But the planets are in astrology. So they got Neptune. Yeah, most all the planets is in astrology too. It's a deeper context to that. And I am. Oh my fucking gosh, I am, bro. I am already, bro. But I have the worst one. I have the worst planet. Like, what the fuck? You know, this is all explaining a lot. But you know, the hardest thing about this all is implying genius level. I can know everything in the world, but why? Like, you have to apply it somewhere. I gotta try something new. I gotta try something different. In Jupiter, I'm coming for you, bitch. That's the one I want. I should have been doing this shit all along. It's probably the greatest idea I've ever had. But I gotta do this right. Because any wrong turn, I could fuck it all up. And the way I am, if I fuck it up, I ain't gonna wanna go back. Sorry, not sorry. Anyways. Anyways, what are you talking about? What's this? Okay, I'm changing my aesthetic. No, I should just add to it. A lot to it. Oh my God, I'm fucking smarter than I even know, bro. What the fuck? I know. Oh my God. I knew I wasn't crazy, bro. I knew it, bro. I'm so smart. I had it. I had a globe, bro. What the fuck is up, bro? It's okay, because I'm gonna get another one. And it was so weird because it was so inexpensive. Like, I wasn't thrifting during this time, so I got it from Ross. I don't think the thrift shop has that, but it was gold too. And I knew it was something about crystals. I knew it. I'm like, crystals don't work for me, bro. I always said that. I said that. I was like, it's rocks, not crystals, bro. That's crazy. Right, basically you're trying to say. So basically aliens are real. They have to be. I just never believed in that. It's coming up like somebody wiped my memory. All right, I'm getting off.